Okay, so today we will start a new chapter, the Reformation. So first of all, let me tell you about the meaning of the term Reformation. What does the word Reformation mean? So reform, you have already heard about this word. So reform means some changes, some improvement. Okay, so actually this Reformation, this refers to the religious reform movement in the Roman Catholic Church. So why this movement started, what was it, we will know in this chapter. Okay, so as we have already studied Renaissance, so you notice one thing, during Renaissance period, what happens? The spirit of inquiry developed a lot. Okay, and then what happened? Now the people, they were very much curious to know about the new things. They were not ready to follow the old beliefs, principles, dogmas blindly. They were very much curious. Now they were full of knowledge also. So as a result, this religious reform movement, which is called Reformation, it was led by Martin Luther. Now the question arises, who was Martin Luther? So this Martin Luther, he was a Christian priest, okay, and he led this religious reform movement which is known as the Reformation. So now it is clear, the meaning of the term Reformation is clear. What was the Reformation? It is clear, it was a religious reform movement to make, to introduce, to bring certain changes in the Roman Catholic Church. A movement was started by Martin Luther, and this movement is known as Reformation. Martin Luther was a Christian priest. In detail we will know later in this chapter. Okay. Now this religious reform movement had three different aspects. Listen, first, the church was split into two parts, namely the Roman Catholic Church and the Protestant. Church was divided into two parts, Roman Catholic Church and other branch was Protestant. Okay, now the reform movement was called Protestant because it protested against the deviations in the Roman Catholic Church. Actually, what was happening? In the 16th century, in the medieval period, the Roman Catholic Church was full of corruption and evil practices. So because of this, the group of pupils, especially Martin Luther, raised a voice. He started protesting against the protest. You understand the meaning of the protest? To oppose something. So Martin Luther, he started protesting against the evil practices which were continuing in the Roman Catholic Church, and that's why this reform movement was called Protestant also. The group of people who were opposing the Roman Catholic Church, they were also called the Protestant, and later the church which were established, they were known as the Protestant Church. So Christianity later, as a result of this Reformation movement, Christianity, Roman Catholic Church was divided into two sects, Roman Catholic Church and Protestant. So Protestant was the group who opposed the evil practices in the Roman Catholic Church. First thing. Second thing, it had a political dimension also. This movement, Reformation, it was having some political background also, political impact cause also, as rulers of many European countries resented Pope's interference in the political and administrative affairs of their kingdom, because at that time the Pope of the Roman Catholic Church becoming very much powerful, more than the kings and emperors. Even that the Pope started interfering in the political and administrative affairs of the kingdom. यहाँ तक कि उसने किंग्स के मैटर से पॉलिटिकल अफेयर्स में भी इंटरफेयर करना स्टार्ट कर दिया, which was not welcomed, which was not liked by the kings and emperors. So they also wanted to be free of Pope's domination over them. Now these kings, these emperors, they were also waiting to become free from Pope's domination, Pope's control. Kings and emperors, why they wanted to become free from the Pope's control? Because Pope was interfering in the political and administrative affairs of their kingdom. Okay, now therefore they supported this movement. Therefore this Reformation movement was supported by the kings and rulers also. Now third जिसका aspect है, what is that? Reformation movement, which was led by Martin Luther, also produced a counter reformation. As a result of this Reformation movement, a new movement started, counter reformation. What was it? What is the meaning of this counter reformation? It is in your syllabus. The meaning of the term counter reformation, it is in your syllabus. It can be asked. So what is the meaning? Some pious Catholic churchmen started reforming rather than joining the Protestants, and this was called the counter reformation. What happened? When a group of people, group of rulers, kings, emperors started protesting the Roman Catholic Church, and in against of this Roman Catholic Church, Protestant church were established. Then what happened? Some of the Christians, they joined the Protestant church, but some holy, some honest, some pious churchmen, clergymen, they thought that it is better to bring some changes in our Roman Catholic Church than to join the other one. What they thought? It is better to change ourselves. It is better to improve ourselves than to join others. So they started introducing certain reforms, certain changes in the Roman Catholic Church. They didn't join the other group, Protestant. What did they do? They started changing themselves. They started reforming themselves. So it is known as counter reformation. So this meaning of the term counter reformation is clear to you? Okay. Now let us know about the causes of this Reformation movement. What were the causes, reasons behind this Reformation movement? So first important cause which became responsible for the occurrence of this Reformation movement is Renaissance. Why? How Renaissance is responsible for Reformation? Listen. One of the most important reason that became responsible for the occurrence of Reformation is Renaissance. What happened during Renaissance period? The spirit of inquiry developed among the people and knowledge spread far and wide. So what happened? Because of the spread of knowledge and because of the development of spirit of inquiry, now the people started thinking on scientific lines. They were not ready to follow the old traditions, old beliefs and dogmas, principles. Okay, they wanted the answers for everything. How, why, what? They wanted the answer for these questions. So as a result, now the people begin to question the supremacy of Pope. Now the people who were full of knowledge, who were thinking on the scientific lines, they were not ready to follow the Pope's instructions. They started questioning the supremacy of Pope. Why? If the Pope is saying this, how can we think he is correct? We want the proof. The people started saying we want proof. Why should we follow Pope? How he is supreme? Okay, and what happened? Now the Bible, as a result of the invention of printing press, Bible was translated into different local languages, and now what happened? Now it became available to more and more people. Now the people learned about the real teachings of Lord Christ. Earlier they were not aware of the real teachings of the Christ. They knew only that much which was told to them, which was taught them by Pope. But they were, now the pupil were having the original text of the Bible, they were reading, and they came to know about the real teachings of Lord Christ. What is good, what is bad, what is sin, what is crime. Now the pupil knew it very well. So they became very much aware and conscious about their religion, Christianity. Okay, so the learned man raised a strong voice against the Roman Catholic Church. They raised their voice against the corrupt and evil practices which were going on in the Roman Catholic Church. So this Renaissance, spirit of inquiry, became responsible for the occurrence of the Reformation. Is it clear how Renaissance became responsible for the Reformation? Is it clear to you? Now, next important cause which became responsible for the Reformation is deviations in the church. What is the meaning of deviations? When some institution, okay, just start leaving its ideologies, it just leaves its track, its path, deviate from the path, है ना. तो उससे जब अलग होता है कोई जो पाथ है आपका आइडियोलॉजीज का, ट्रेडिशंस का, when someone just gets apart from it, then it is known as deviations. Okay, so deviations in the church. What was happening in the church? During the early Middle Ages, the Pope and the churchmen led a pious and simple life. In the early medieval period, everything was good in the Roman Catholic Church. The Pope, the clergymen, they were leading an honest life. A pious means holy life. They were very much fair and honest. Okay. Now what happened? They earned pupils' respect, and at the same time, pupil also listen to me only. So when the clergymen, the Pope, they were fair, they were honest, then pupil also they were giving respect to the Pope and the clergymen. It was happening in the early medieval period. Okay. Now some degree of the negligence and decay occurred as the time passed. With the passage of time, what was happening? Now these Pope and clergymen, they became little bit careless, irresponsible. Some priests and officers of the church secured high positions in the church hierarchy by paying huge money. Now the corruption crept into the Roman Catholic Church. Now the high post offices, they were sold. The priests and the other officers, they used to secure high positions by paying money. Okay, and what happened? They in turn tried to make up that money and earn more by charging high fee for the religious services. Now, what was happening? The priest, some clergyman, if he is paying good amount of money for securing high post in the church, now he has to complete that loss, compensate that loss also. Whatever the money he has paid, he has to earn that money also. So now these clergymen, they started exploiting the common man. How? For the religious services, they started demanding good amount of money from the pupil. Same thing as some pandit or some Maulvi, okay, they just get high position by paying the money. So how they will make the money? If they just come to your house for some religious services, for some doing some katha, some in Muslim family also some religious services are just conducted in every family, organized in every family. So they demand high fees for that. Okay, so these clergymen were doing the same. They were securing high posts by paying money, and on the other hand, they were making money by taking good amount of money from the pupil for offering religious services. So this type of corruption started in the Roman Catholic Church. The chief of the church in every state was to pay his first year's total income to the Pope as annex or first fruit. Now there was one more tradition in the church. What was the tradition? The chief of the church in every state, it is clear, the chief of the state in every state, what he has to do? He has to donate his first year income to the church as a donation, and this was known as first fruit or annex. The whole year's income, first year's total income, he has to pay to the church. Okay, and some officials sold various type of certificates of pardon known as indulgences. Now these clergymen, they started selling some certificates, and these certificates were known as indulgences. So what was these certificates meant for? Absolutions, dispensations to save a buyer from punishment for a crime or sin. Means if someone has committed a crime or sin, then these clergymen used to say, buy this certificate and you will be just free, you will be just forgiven for your sins, for your crime. So this, is it possible? By buying a certificate, can we just be free from our sin or crime? If we have murdered someone, so we can we just buy a certificate and we can be free of that sin? No. But they were just making the pupil fool in order to earn more and more money. Okay. So this type of corruptions were there, and some of them also collected money from the pupil for erecting artistic cathedrals and churches and spent the same lavishly. Then these clergymen, they were also making money by asking the pupil to donate for the construction of a church, for the renovation of a church, in order to decorate the church. So money is needed, so for that also they were asking the money to donate. So there were many ways these religious persons in the Roman Catholic Church, they were extracting money from the common people. Even the people were not ready to pay, they were forced. Okay, so these type of corrupt practices were going on in the Roman Catholic Church. So this way Roman Catholic Church was deviating from its path of honesty, goodness and fairness. Okay, next cause we will do tomorrow.